Hey, Tarot fans. Welcome to Timeless Tarot. I'm Cindy, and this is your weekly reading for people who find themselves in a no contact situation. So, this is a situation with a person or people, could be work, could be romantic, could be a friendship, however, a relationship of some sort, however you define it. And you're currently in no contact with that person or those people, and you just want to get a sense of maybe where their head's at, where their energy's at, maybe get a little clarity on where your energy's at, and maybe get a little clarity about the connection as a whole, the energy of the connection as a whole. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 cards for your energy, 3 cards for their energy, and 3 cards for the connection itself. Remember that this is a general reading, so don't try to make it fit. If you start in and it's not for you, then it's not for you. Just ignore it and move on. You might check out some of my other videos to see whether something there is drawing you in, is more of your story. Also, this is a new channel, so if you could please like, share, and subscribe, that would really help me out. And if it's something that you want to continue to see and have show up in your feed, that will help you out too. If you know anybody that wants, that would be interested in this sort of content, and you share the video, that also is really super helpful. And I thank you for that. And last thing is, don't forget that the roles can be reversed as well. So I'm going to start out with 3 cards for your energy and 3 cards for their energy, and those 2 energies could be reversed. All right, let's see what we got here. No contact. This reading is timeless. All readings are timeless as far as I'm concerned. If you happen to see it on the day I uploaded it, that's great. If you see it a year from then or 10 years from then, from that date, that's great too. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in synchronicity. So you will find the information that you need exactly when you need it. All right, so 3 cards for your energy. You get the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, ooh, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's pretty straightforward. That's somebody who's letting go, but might be feeling a bit bitter about it. Okay, 3 cards for their energy. Wow, they get the 9 of Cups in the upright, the 6 of Swords in the upright, and Strength in the reverse, which is an 8 card. Okay, and for the connection itself, we get the 5 of Wands in the upright, ooh, the 4 of Cups in the upright, and also the Page of Pentacles. Overall energy for the reading itself, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And I also just pulled, I don't even know why, I pulled it before I even thought to pull it, the 9 of Swords in the upright, and the under the deck energy, which is your subconscious energy that surrounds this situation, but you may or may not be aware of it, is the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, the plot thickens. Now that was going to be pretty straightforward for a second there. So your energy, getting back to your energy, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who was hanging on super tight to something that was very important to them, and they are now letting it go. So there's a process of letting go. Immediately following that card, you have the Hierophant in the reverse. So this is a commitment card. So it's so straightforward here. I wouldn't even clarify this. This is clearly your energy. Again, they could be reversed, but this is your energy letting go of something, a commitment that was previously very important to you, something that you had held on very tightly to. You are in the process of letting it go. It seems to be going fairly good, fairly clean, except there is a little hint here of a sense that uh, maybe you don't have the full story, and maybe you feel a little bit burned by it. Definitely a sense of a little bit bitter there. And it could again be, and I think it's bitter just because it's processing. I think that the queen, when she's in the upright, she's very discerning. She asks, is this true? The feeling I'm getting from this is that although you are letting go and the situation has dissolved, the commitment is in the process of dissolving, quite far into that process, I think. But there's still a feeling on your part of not having the whole story, and I just want to wrinkle my face up with like, there's something going on there on your side where you're not buying the whole story, but you're still like, fine, okay. I may never have the full story, but I'm going to get on with my life regardless. Okay, I think that's good. I mean, we always want closure, but I'm not sure that you're feeling closure. On their side, they have the 9 of Cups in the upright. So they are feeling like they're feeling good. They're feeling good. They're feeling personally fulfilled. They got the 6 of Swords. Intellectually, they're moving on. Emotionally, they're feeling good. There is a little niggle there too, though. They do have strength in the reverse. I have a feeling that they're feeling good because they're overindulging. I have a feeling that they are, when this is functioning from an abundance mode, it represents flow. It represents all your chakras lower and higher being aligned for your best and highest good. In the reverse, it signals that there's something amiss, whether it's blocked, whether it's delayed, or just not functioning. And I think emotionally, that emotional feeling of, like, you can see this guy sometimes he looks perfectly happy and content and personally and fulfilled, but other times you kind of get a little smugness there. It may be that this party, the second party, although they're feeling good, they might be overindulging. They might be, it might be more of a temporary, actually, it looks like it's more of a temporary high. So I don't know what went down there, but that solidity and that, okay, fine, I'm great, I'm gonna go, I'm moving forward, I'm happy, my new life. There's gonna be a revisit. There's gonna be a bit of a, I want to say, come to Jesus moment. And I don't know whether they'll ever share that with you, to tell you the truth. And I don't know whether you're really, like, you can see on the table, she's looking, I got to do it the other way because of the way that the cards go in this, when they're filmed. They're not looking at each other. She's looking this way and she's looking this way. So there is a lack of closure on one party's part, and there is a lack of long-term structure, long-term strength, stability on the other party's part. Okay, for the connection itself, we have apathy. The connection itself, the energy, general energy I have around it is that you two may have split because of a sense of boredom, a sense of, like, there wasn't anything super totally wrong, but it just wasn't fulfilling, which is why the second party might be feeling so good, having left that. Sometimes when things have gone stale, just getting away from it might feel really, really good. And it takes a while before you realize that that although things were stale, they weren't bad, possibly. But I think that the expectations of one party might have felt that they were neglected, and their expectations just really weren't met. It looks like there was some effort made. There could, one of two things. One could be that there was effort made. Well, I do. I think the effort was made on the first party's, on your part. That there, and that's why you are prepared to let go of something that you were holding on to really, really tight. I think there was effort made. Whatever effort it was, the other party felt like it just didn't tick their boxes. It just wasn't fulfilling, and it could be a lack of gratitude. I think you feel a lack of gratitude from them, and they may feel a lack of gratitude from you. But clearly, you two were not fulfilling each other's needs. And it closes out here on this Page of Pentacles, which really is learning, but delayed. You guys are learning how to navigate. This might be a young couple, or a different type of relationship than you'd had previously. But there's some lessons here that are on the table, but haven't actually come together yet, haven't really coalesced. The overall energy, I pulled first off the Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's change, but it's not comfortable change. It's chaotic change. Somebody may even be moving house, and it's causing stress. There's some sleepless nights here. And furthermore, the subconscious energy of the Four of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is the energies surrounding the situation that you may or may not be aware of. Speaks of pause and healing, except it's in the reverse. So I'm going to read that coupled with that Nine of Swords and that chaotic Two of Pentacles in the reverse as restlessness. Restlessness and a sense of frustration, and there's still definitely some sleepless nights going, and I think it's on both sides. I think the sleepless nights for the first party, you, if roles aren't reversed, has to do with this Queen of Swords not getting the closure she feels she deserves. And I think on the second party's part, the sleepless nights haven't arrived yet, but they're coming. They're coming. And there might be a come to Jesus, oh dear, what have I done moment coming on their side. I don't know how you're gonna feel about that. And I don't know whether it's actually gonna come to pass, but the energy's there. And I don't think it's happened yet. The energy's there and the energy's coming in. So who knows? Maybe this weekend, maybe next week, depending on whenever you find this. That's what I got for you. I hope this helped. And if this content is something that you'd like to continue to see, please like, share, and subscribe. Cheers. See you next time.